Hello and welcome to Dumaguete IELTS, IELTS Speaking Part 1. These are some videos that we've made to help you practice your speaking for Part 1. Although the topics are dated from September to December 2018, when you're speaking, you should practice regardless of the topic. What you're focusing on is your speaking. So you should be able to speak about any topic. So don't think that you must have the latest topics. Yes, it's good to have the topics so you have an idea about what the questions are. But if you want to be speaking, or if you're going to speak to the examiner, you should be able to speak about anything. So it's about practicing your speaking rather than the latest topic. So I've just used some generic topics that I have from both Part 1 and Part 2. So let's begin. Today's topic is cooking, which is a common Task 1 question. Part 1, sorry, not Task 1. As you can see, some cooking shots. So when you answer questions about this type of topic, one of the first questions you are asked is a yes/no question. It kind of gets you to expand your answer. You say yes or no, and then you give a reason why. Okay, so we have 4 questions here. Do you like cooking? Have you ever cooked? Do people cook often in your country? And would you like to learn to cook for those who don't cook? These are typical questions, so just learn the formats and use relevant vocabulary, obviously to do with cooking. So for do you questions, you can be a bit more creative than yes, no. You can use different kinds of answers that substitute yes and no. So let's look at our first question. Do you like cooking? So I've given you 4 different answers ranging from yes to no. I'm not really into it means no, it's not my thing. I am passionate about it. I love it. Not really, kind of so-so, yes and no. I'm crazy about it, really, yes. So I'm crazy about it, I'm passionate. Same meaning. And the other 2 are the opposite. Okay, so the best format for a good answer is answer the question, give a reason, and supply an example if you can. You don't have to. Now, often, as a native English speaker myself, when we're talking to people, we answer questions, we often begin with a short answer. And then we expand it. So our first sentence might be very short, which is quite common. And then we expand on our second sentence, and corresponding sentences, we kind of tend to expand. So some of the answers that I give you will follow this pattern. Okay, so I've color coded everything so you can see where the answer is, where the reason, where the examples are. Not all questions follow this. Some might just have examples, some may just have reasons, some may have both. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just choose one answer from each question, and when you're reviewing the video, you can look at others. So, do you like cooking? I'm not really into it because no one in my family cooks. I grew up on takeout and fast food. So, reason, example. Have you ever cooked? This is present perfect, so try using present perfect to answer. Never in my life, once or twice, many times, I have always cooked. So I'm sure you can find an answer from these choices. If not, you can always think of one yourself. So let's choose once or twice. So, once or twice, answer. I used to watch my mother and father cooking. They took turns to cook. So I watched them when they cooked my favourite dishes and I learned how to cook them. Do people cook often in your country? Everyone cooks. Most people cook. It depends on which generation you're talking about, i.e. older, younger. Food is part of the culture. So let's choose this answer. It depends on which generation you're talking about. These days, less young people cook due to their lifestyle and the demands of studying. Older people, on the other hand, are more likely to do it because it is more of a tradition and that's how they grew up. Is it difficult to cook Filipino food? Oh, sorry. Very difficult. Not very difficult. It depends on what dishes you're talking about. And I've never tried. Okay, let's say not really difficult. Most dishes use vegetables which are cooked in only 2 or 3 ways. This makes it easy to prepare most dishes. Now, for you, of course, you know more about Filipino food than I would, even though I know quite a lot. I'm sure you know more. So adjust your answer. But the most important thing is getting your English correct. Remember, this is an English test. It's not a test of your skill and demonstrating how much you know about a certain thing. They're testing your English. So follow these guides and adjust if you want to talk about something specific. Okay, so that's the end of this short video. We've given you a variety of ideas for you to use to give your answer. Always remember that giving extra information and use synonyms and paraphrasing. You don't need to have high levels of vocabulary in your answers. The basic rules for a good answers are: follow a structure, do not repeat the question, try to change all the elements in your answer. Focus on fluency and pronunciation rather than grammar and vocabulary. The examiner's looking more for fluency and pronunciation than the other two. Vary your answers. Don't answer "I think" for every opinion answer you give. I believe, from my point of view, my opinion is, uh, my standpoint, there are many ways that you can give your opinion without saying "I think." So practice varying that answer. Okay, that's the end of this video and there'll be more to follow. So stay tuned and thank you very much.